central London, another dog team is looking for a good result. The Spaniels are back in action in the frontline war against drugs.
Come on, big fella.
PC John Lane is at one of London's busiest rail stations with his Springer Spaniel, Woody. Woody is 6 years old and specially trained to detect drugs on people. He was bred at the Met's dog school, and PC Lane has had him since Woody was just 8 weeks old. Woody's best friend is Paddy, PC Lane's second police spaniel. Woody's also an English Springer, but he's been taught to search premises rather than human beings. The way most people tell them apart is by Woody's distinctive and unusual nose colouring.
Hello, hello, hello.
This is a stop and search operation involving 4 officers, PC Lane and Woody. The police don't want people to use the tube to either take drugs or move them about. Almost 4 million people use the London Underground every weekday.
Hello, sir. Just come past the dog for us.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's just me and the dog walking up and down. You can feel that you've got officers there all watching, waiting for the dog to do something, and you have a quiet period for sort of half an hour, 40 minutes. Then you do start to feel a little bit pressurised, and you start getting a little bit sweaty palms because you know you're being watched by these officers, and the whole operation is on that dog.
PC Lane already has sweaty palms because the quiet period is here. Coming up, Boris the Labrador puppy tries to join the dog squad.
So the environment's overcoming the picking up of the ball.
Keston is the headquarters of London's dog squad and where the Met's top drugs dogs are taught their craft. Today, Springer Spaniel Billy and Labrador Boris have come to see their bosses with their handler PC Derek Beattie. Although they're both here, Boris is the one who's actually in the spotlight. Billy's lending moral support as Boris sees whether he can graduate from puppy kindergarten to the big dogs training school.
He's now come up for about 12 months old and has recently been within the puppy programme with a view to him becoming a passive scanning dog, drugs.
Days like this are vital for Boris if he's going to become a fully fledged police dog in 3 months' time. Boris was born and bred in Met police kennels and handed to PC Beattie when he was just 8 weeks old. Labradors make good search dogs because they have a calm and careful temperament. Boris gets his name from one of London's best-known political figures.
We've named him Boris purely because his coat reminded us of Mayor Johnson and his blonde locks. And I suppose he's got a similar personality. He's very lively and very mischievous. I've found him wandering all round my house, and he has somehow managed to open doors and go and retrieve slippers, bags, handbags, shoes, you name it, and left them in a nice little pile for us when we've come home. Boris.
No one knows whether Mayor Johnson has exactly the same traits, but he and his namesake do have one thing in common: a desire for public service. Boris the Labrador really wants to be a police dog. Dog trainers call this an environment suite. It's a special examination room with all sorts of different and difficult surfaces and levels.
It's quite literally go up the stairs, get a ball, but obviously he's got to negotiate the stairs, but then we'll move the ball along, so then he's got a problem solved, like the old squirrel chasing the nuts.
Yes. This young pup won't be chasing nuts. Tennis balls is what he's going to be trained with. Lesson 1. Retrieve the ball from increasingly more unusual parts of the room. Firstly, by climbing an open stepladder. A common obstacle when going after criminals, and one which even the bravest and most experienced police dog finds daunting. When you're only 8 months old, and not even a rookie, it can be terrifying.
I mean, it has been known for dogs just to completely freeze and not go up, especially those open rung stairs, because there's nothing there for them to focus on. All they can see is air on the other side. It is an unusual feeling for them.
It's amazing, this.
Yeah, no, you'll go up.
Yeah, good boy. Okay, and if you go and get hold of him, just carry him off of there, save him jumping down.
Boris might have cracked the getting up bit, but the coming down is something else.
Yeah. Good. You all right, Doc?
Good boy.
Excellent. And if you just hold him there a sec.
Good boy.
Boris has made it to first base, but the assessment has only just begun. In central London, Woody and his handler P.C. Lane are also under pressure as they continue to look for drugs on the tube. They've been scanning passengers for 20 minutes with nothing to show for it.
Stop there, mate, stop there. It's a drug store. You got drugs on your top? Split in your pocket, okay, no problems. Let's have a word with my colleagues there and they'll look after you, all right? Just keep your hands where they can see them for a second.
Since cannabis was upgraded from Class C to Class B, even a spliff in a pocket gets checked out.
You got any sharps or anything on you?
Commuters found with drugs on them face either a fine or arrest. It all depends on the amount and the class.
Thanks, sir. Nothing else on you at all? No. We'll deal with that in a second, mate.
Oh, mate, just come past the dog. Don't look so worried. That's great. Thank you very much. That's it. Go. Go, go, go. Stop there for us, please. This is a drug stop. You got any drugs on you, Tom?
No, mate.
Have you smoked any spliff today?
Yeah.
You smoked a bit earlier on, did you?
Yeah, mate.
Just put your hands together for us.
All right.
These officers will give you a quick search, all right?
Come on, just take it out of the way slightly, okay?
Woody's nose is so sensitive that even the merest whiff of an inhaled drug is enough to set him off.
So you smoked it how long ago?
About 1 o'clock. Let the dog come past. Thank you.
When she was 2 and she was 12 when she died.
Stop there for us, mate, please. It's a drug stop. Do you have any drugs on you at all?
No.
Have you smoked some today? Yeah. Okay, was that early on? Just have a word with my colleague behind. He's going to give you a quick search, okay? Thank you.
Come over and we'll talk to you about what's happening.
Good boy, buddy. Woody, other end sniffing, that's it. Well done, we got in it.
Woody believes he's found someone else who might have drugs. But the man seems disorientated.
Okay, have you had a lot today? You seem a little bit, your eyes were a little bit...
No, I didn't.
Please.
These 2 bags could contain cannabis. For Woody, they're a cause for celebration.
Dogs treat it all as a game. We're working to find the drugs and to put the baddies away and convict them, and they're working to get their tennis ball and play with Dad and have some fun.
While Woody enjoys his ball, the detained man isn't having any fun.
Sorry, did you say you've been arrested before? Yeah, what was that for?
I remember.
You can't remember? Have you ever been to court? Yes.
Yeah, I think I went to court for that.
For what?
I forgot what it was.
See, I think you're lying to me now.
No, I don't lie.
I think that you are lying.
Listen,
You
I
can't
don't
remember what
lie.
you've been arrested for. I think you've been to court.
It's been a couple of years.
What, you can't remember what you made?
I can remember what I did yesterday.
Right, well, we'll see what's going to happen to you, but...
The man won't be allowed to continue his journey or be dealt with by way of a fixed penalty. He's going to the police station for further questioning. At Dog Squad headquarters, Boris still has a long way to go before he will be allowed to search commuters at railway stations. He's still trying to find his tennis balls.
Okay, then let me go. Oh, now you know how to get it.
Yay, he's a good boy. Good boy.
Come down as well. You're a man.
Boy.
Coming down as well means Boris has overcome the scary open stairs. It's becoming all too easy.
Make it a little bit more difficult. Okay, let him go. See if you can work out how to get there.
Working it out means Boris having to use logic and lateral thinking and hold his nerve. Again.
Oh, you clever boy.
Sort of locations that Boris is likely to be working in are places like rail stations, nightclubs, football grounds. Those areas have got very many different sort of floor surfaces, so it's important that the dog hasn't got any fear getting to and from a location because they can affect his working.
So the environment's overcoming the picking up of the ball.
Boris's ball is now on a part of the course which has a see-through grid, just like the see-through stairs. If Boris can't pass this test, he'll not be going anywhere fast.
Yeah, good boy.
Good boy.
Excellent, Del. That'll do, mate. That's good.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy Boris has graduated.
Good boy.
Yeah, I've got no doubt Boris will make a good police dog. He's got the character, he's got the enthusiasm, and yeah, I think he'll do very well.
Couldn't read a paper or something.
Boris's character will be severely tested. But if he does go on to join the 250 or so dogs who help police Britain's capital city, he will find himself dealing with more than just tennis balls in the frontline fight against crime. No one was charged with the stabbing of the man in the street in North London. He knew who did it, but wouldn't press charges, and the Crown Prosecution Service dropped the case. The dangerous dog seized by PC Chapman is still in police custody, awaiting a court hearing to decide his fate. And Nelson's bad leg responded to the vet's injection. He and PC Miller are now back in action on the streets of London, chasing the bad guys.
7 and step hop.
It was really blinking difficult.
She's off to Paris to live a dream. Amanda Holden's Fantasy Lives is next tonight here on ITV1.